Hi everybody, how are you? I'm missing you all very, very much, and keep up the hard work because you're all doing amazing at home. Now, well done for tuning in today to do some learning with me, Mrs Lomas, and shall we get straight onto it and see what sounds we're looking at today? And before we learn our new sound, we're going to have a little recap of some sounds that we already know. So, let's have a little look at these letters I've got on my board and let's see if we can remember the sound these letters make and the name of these letters. Let's look at this one first. Can you remember what it is? My sound is S and my name is S. Again, my sound is S and my name is S. Now let's look at the next one. We've not learnt this one that long ago. It's a tricky one that a lot of us seem to forget. I'll give you a clue. We sing about a tennis game when we think of this sound because it's the sound T, 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 T. So we say, my sound is T and my name is T. Again, my sound is T and my name is T. Super. And then this last one, we never seem to forget this one because we always think of the ants going up and down our arm. So we sing, we say, my sound is A and my name is A. Let's say it together. My sound is A and my name is A. Super. Now I've got some pictures here of things starting with different sounds and we need to decide which one of these sounds goes with which picture. So let's have a look first. I've got a teddy, a teddy. Let's think about the sounds one at a time. Is it called a seddy? No. So it does not start with the S sound. Is it called an eddy? No, that's a bit of a strange word. That's a nonsense word. So it does not start with the A sound. It's called a teddy. So it starts with a t sound. So let's move that letter, the letter T, because remember that's its name. I'm moving the letter T under the teddy because it starts with a t sound. Super. Now I've got an astronaut, an astronaut. Now, is he called a sastronaut? No, he's not, because he doesn't start with the S sound. He is called an astronaut. Can you hear the A sound at the start? Say it with me, astronaut. So I'm going to move the letter A, because that's its name. I'm going to move the letter named A underneath the astronaut because he starts with the sound A, A, A. And finally, let's see if we're right. We've got a star, and star begins with the sound S. So I'm going to move the letter S under the star because star starts with the sound S. Super. And it's really important when we're practicing our sounds that we learn not only the sounds these letters make, but the names they make. And if you're ever stuck and you can't think what letter names they are, just think of your alphabet. Because when we sing the alphabet, we sing A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y and Z. So the names are just what we call the letters when we sing the alphabet. The sounds are what sound those letters make. And that's really important that we keep practicing both of them. Right then, let's have a look at what sound we're looking at today. Now, the letters here as a capital letter and as a lowercase letter. And there's a picture of a penguin. Oh, there's a big clue. Penguin. What sound does penguin begin with? Say it out loud at home. Penguin. Can you hear it? It's a p sound. So we say, my sound is P and my name is P. Again, my sound is P and my name is P. Now I'm not saying P I'm saying almost like a whisper, because he's not called a penguin, he's called a penguin. Penguin. Can you hear it? It's much, much softer. So adults at home, if you're watching, we need to encourage the children to be saying p, 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 rather than p, okay? Because the p sounds much purer. Now, can we remember, I did a little clue earlier with the action, what the song is for the p sound. I'll give you a clue. It's like we're puffing out a candle. P, 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 puffing out a candle. P, p, p. Let's have a little look. Puff out the candles on the pink, pink cake. Puff out the candles on the pink, pink cake. Puff, puff, puff. Super duper. Right then, so let's look at some objects beginning with the p sound. I've got a piggy, a piggy. Can you say it as well at home? Piggy, a pig. Super duper. I've got Mr. Penguin, and penguin begins with that p sound as well. I've got a pencil, because I do my writing with a pencil, and I know all of you have been practicing your name writing at home with pencils and with pens, because they both begin with a p sound, don't they? Oh, my favourite, a pizza. Oh, I do like a pizza. P for pizza. Can you hear it? And finally, Mr. Lomas likes this. Popcorn. Oh, there's two in there. Listen. Popcorn. Can you hear it? Popcorn. Two p sounds. Two p sounds. Super duper. Now, last thing we're going to talk about today is we're going to do a little bit of reading before you go, and you've done a super job. So I've got two pictures here. Now remember, whenever we're reading stories, the pictures in the stories give us big clues. So you might be able to actually work out what these words say just from looking at the pictures, because we've got a doggy and somebody's doing something to his head. And we've got, something that lets water out of it. But let's do some reading and see if we can work out what the words say. Now remember, these blue buttons underneath, I call them the sound buttons. And when I hover over one of the buttons, that's your chance to say that sound, okay? So let's do it together. We've got p, at, again, p, at, p, at. Let's put them all in the blender and blend these sounds together. P, at, p, at, p, at, pat, pat. Oh! Pat yourselves on the head because you did a super job there. Or give yourselves a pat on the back because you worked it out. Amazing. Now, this is funny actually, because if you look, the same letters are on the board, but in a different order. And it's really important when we're doing our writing as we get older that we know which order the sounds are in. So that's why it's so important that we learn our sounds now and switch our sounds on so we can hear the order the sounds coming in a word. Because if you jumble them all up, it makes a different word. So let's have a little look at what this word is. Let's sound out the letters that we can see. We've got t, up, t, up, t, up. Put it in the blender. T, up, t, up, t, up, tap, tap, tap. Switch your tap on. There's too much water, switch it back off. But also, tap's got a different meaning as well. It might mean that I'm tapping something or I'm tapping something. But here, the picture gives us the clue. It was the word tap to switch a tap on. So super. You're doing so well at home. I'm so proud of you. I miss you all very, very much. But you know what? I'm going to leave you with one last thing. See if you can find some objects beginning with the sound t. As many objects as you can. You might draw some pictures of some things beginning with the t sound. You might draw some pictures of some things beginning with the other sounds we've learned. And if you're really clever, you might try and actually write these sounds next to them, but you don't have to do that, don't worry. I just want you to be really thinking about what words begin with what sounds, because it's important that we're switching our sounds on, okay? But you're all doing amazing. Keep up the hard work, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye.